Let's talk about Fantastic Four: First Steps. Is it the worst Marvel movie ever? No. Is it the comeback Disney was hoping for? Not even close. I watched it, and honestly, it's just fine. Not great, not terrible, just painfully average. And for a movie that's supposed to kick off the next big phase of the MCU, that's a problem. It moves way too fast, like it's scared to take its time. The pacing is all over the place. It's that same wham-bam, thank-you-ma'am rhythm we saw with Superman.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Things happen, credits roll, and you're left wondering if you missed something important. You can feel how much was cut. Whole scenes, like the one with John Malkovich's character, are just gone. And don't get me started on Reed Richards. This is a comic book genius who can stretch into anything, and yet here he's just swinging around like a bootleg Spider-Man. He barely uses his powers. Honestly, Netflix's One Piece did stretchy powers better. The cast is okay. I know some people are loving Pedro Pascal in this, but I'm not sold. He's Pedro playing Pedro, not Reed. But look, I didn't hate the movie. I'd give it a 5 out of 10, and that's generous. Compared to Superman, I had a bit more fun watching that one. It knew exactly when to end. This one just fizzles out. And yet here's where it gets interesting. Marvel and the media hyped Fantastic Four to the moon. They said this was the MCU's next big reset, the first step towards Avengers Doomsday, the return to glory. But then reality hit. The box office dropped 42% from Friday to Saturday. That's worse than Superman's drop, which was already a red flag. For a tentpole Marvel movie, that's not just disappointing, it's alarming. Let's look at the numbers. Domestic opening, $118 million. Global debut, $218 million. Sounds okay, until you remember that Superman opened stronger with $220 million, and it's from DC, not Marvel. And this is Fantastic Four, the first family of Marvel. This was supposed to bring back to fans, young and old. But families didn't show up. Kids under 13 made up just 8% of the audience. That's a huge problem when you're trying to build the next generation of Marvel fans. And now the press is scrambling. One day they're shouting, "It's gonna beat Superman," and the next they're quietly changing the story to, "Well, it beat expectations." Come on, you can't have it both ways. What's really happening is this. The movie was front-loaded. Big Thursday preview numbers, a solid Friday, and then a huge drop-off. That means the die-hard fans showed up early and casual moviegoers stayed home. The excitement didn't spread. And if you're Disney, that's terrifying. Because this isn't just another Marvel movie. This was a test. A test to see if Pedro Pascal could carry the MCU. A test to see if fans were still interested. A test to see if Avengers Doomsday, rumored to be one of the most expensive films ever made, could survive. If Fantastic Four can't hold its ground, they've got a serious problem. Because a second weekend crash could turn this into another Eternals, or worse, another The Marvels. Even Deadline, Variety, and all the usual industry outlets sound nervous. You can feel it in their headlines. Fantastic Four lifts off with heroic debut. Off to a strong start. Then the fine print. 42% Saturday drop. Families underperformed. Global numbers weaker than expected. So which is it? We've seen this game before. Overhype a movie, ignore the cracks, and when it flops, act surprised. But people are catching on. Fans know when they're being sold a fantasy. And maybe that's the real issue here. Fantastic Four doesn't feel fantastic. It feels safe, bland, rushed. A checkbox movie in a studio pipeline that's starting to rust. Where's the heart? Where's the wow factor? Where's the moment that makes you lean forward in your seat and say, "Oh man, this is going to be huge"? We didn't get that. Instead, we got another reminder that Marvel might be running on fumes. Even the media is struggling to spin this. One outlet says it beat Superman, another says it didn't. Some say the expectations were 110 million, others say 130 million. It's like watching them try to bail water from a sinking ship with a teaspoon. And sure, Pedro Pascal might be the internet's daddy, But that doesn't mean he can carry a franchise on charisma alone, especially not with this script this thin and the story this forgettable. Let's not forget, Marvel needs this movie to work. It's supposed to be the launch pad for the next Avengers saga. If it tanks, that puts billions of dollars and years of planning at risk. So what happens now? If Fantastic Four doesn't hold strong next weekend, if word of mouth doesn't pull in families, if international numbers keep lagging behind, then we're looking at another Marvel misfire. And that could mean another delay for Avengers Doomsday. More panic behind the scenes, more rewrites, more desperate press releases trying to tell us everything is fine. But we know better. So no, this movie isn't a disaster, but it's far from the win they needed. And with the superhero genre losing steam, this was Marvel's moment to prove they still had it. Instead, they gave us just another movie. You can like it, you can even love it, but let's be real, Fantastic Four was supposed to be more than just okay. It was supposed to be Marvel's comeback, their reset, their return to form. And right now, that comeback is on very shaky ground. What do you think? Did you see Fantastic Four? Did it live up to the hype? Or were you just as underwhelmed? Thanks for watching. And remember, you can hype a movie all you want, but once the lights go down, the truth speaks loudest on screen. What do you think? Is Marvel just hitting a rough patch? Or are we witnessing the end of an era? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're into breakdowns like this, smash that like button and subscribe. See you next time.